Some people lose their peace over one text message, one insult, one rejection, one opinion from someone who doesn't even matter. But here's the dangerous truth. The moment you react emotionally to everything, you hand your power to everyone. Stoic philosophy teaches something most people will never understand. Silence is strength. And the people who master emotional control become impossible to manipulate. Imagine this. Someone ignores your message. Instantly, your mind starts racing. Did I do something wrong? Someone criticizes you online, and suddenly your entire day feels ruined. Modern life has trained people to react instantly, to defend themselves, to explain their worth. But the Stoics believed every emotional reaction is a form of surrender. The more reactive you are, the easier you are to control. Marcus Aurelius once reminded himself that people act out of ignorance, not wisdom. Think about that. Most insults are not attacks on you. They're confessions about the other person's pain, insecurity, or weakness. But when you react emotionally, you absorb their chaos and make it your own. That is why emotionally intelligent people stay calm while everyone else loses control. And here's the strange part. The less you react, the more powerful you appear. Silence creates mystery. Calmness creates authority. People expect anger. They expect explanations. They expect you to chase validation. But when you simply ignore negativity and continue improving yourself, you become untouchable. If you're starting to realize how much energy you've wasted reacting to things that never deserved your attention, subscribe to the channel. Because mastering your emotions may be the most important skill you ever learn. Most people think reacting proves confidence. In reality, constant reactions reveal emotional dependence. Think about the strongest person you know. Are they loud and defensive all the time? Or are they calm, controlled, and difficult to provoke? True confidence does not scream. It stays centered. Stoicism teaches that your peace should never depend on another person's behavior. There's a story about a philosopher who was publicly insulted in front of a crowd. Everyone waited for him to explode in anger. Instead, he smiled and walked away. Later, someone asked why he didn't defend himself. He answered, "If a stranger hands you garbage, do you accept it?" That is the mindset of a Stoic. Not every opinion deserves your emotional response. The modern world profits from your reactions. Social media is built on outrage. People constantly compare, argue, and seek approval. But every second spent explaining yourself to people committed to misunderstanding you is a second stolen from your growth. Sometimes the most intelligent response is no response at all, and this doesn't mean becoming cold or emotionless. Stoicism is not about suppressing emotions. It's about mastering them instead of becoming their slave. Feel the emotion. Observe it, but don't let it control your actions. A moment of silence can prevent years of regret. Here's something powerful. When you stop explaining yourself to everyone, your mind becomes lighter. You stop chasing acceptance. You stop trying to convince people who already decided not to understand you. And suddenly, your energy returns. Your focus sharpens. Your confidence grows quietly from within. If this message speaks to something deep inside you, subscribe and join this journey toward mental strength and self-mastery. Because in a world full of noise, calm people stand out the most. Now think about the people who trigger you the most. Often, they're testing your emotional weak points. Some people provoke others because they crave control. They want attention, validation, or dominance. The moment you react emotionally, they win. But when you remain calm, you remove their power completely. This is why Stoics practiced emotional detachment. Not because they didn't care, but because they understood something life-changing. Your energy is precious. Where your attention goes, your life follows. If you constantly focus on negativity, drama, and disrespect, your mind becomes heavy. But when you learn to ignore what doesn't matter, your inner world becomes peaceful. There's a hidden strength in walking away silently. Not every battle deserves your participation. Not every insult requires a defense. Lions do not turn around every time dogs bark. And the strongest people are often the ones who know when to stay silent. The truth is, many people fear silence because silence forces them to face themselves. That's why they constantly seek distractions, arguments, and validation. But Stoicism teaches that peace begins when you stop needing approval from the outside world. One day, you'll realize that reacting less changes everything. Your stress decreases, your confidence rises, your relationships improve, and most importantly, you stop giving people the power to disturb your inner peace. That is freedom. So the next time someone disrespects you, misunderstands you, or tries to provoke you, pause. Breathe. Ask yourself, is this worth my peace? Most of the time, the answer will be no. Never react impulsively. Never explain yourself to people committed to misunderstanding you. Just ignore the noise and continue building yourself in silence. Because the greatest form of power is emotional control.